What up, y'all? Welcome to Hotep-ish. I'm your host, Dewan B. We're going to have a good night here tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun up in here. On the phone, I got the very funny and ignorant and World Series loser, Larry Goodwell.
Man, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It's all good, man. It's all good.
Yeah. What up, dog? What's going on in Houston, my brother?
Oh, man, nothing, man. You know, city, the morale is down because all we have to rely on is the Rockets, but we'll be all right.
Oh, yeah. So you said all y'all got to rely on is the Rockets? That means y'all ain't relying on shit.
Yeah, exactly, dog. Yeah, you know how it goes. You know how it goes.
Yeah, man. And in the studio with me, I have a very intelligent brother. He's getting his camera work all done right, but I think we good on camera now. I think we good. It ain't gonna have Ruben on when he get here, but that's all right. Shit, fuck him. He'll be all right. Ruben was late, so he won't be in on that part, but he'll be here a little later. But in the studio, I got with my man, Mr. Reggie Flannery, man. How you doing today, my brother?
What's going on, good people? I'm glad to be back up in here, man. It's been a little minute.
I'm glad to have you back.
What up,
you know
Red?
what I mean?
We got a lot to
What
talk
up, Red?
about. We always be having a lot to talk about, and an hour ain't really enough time, but we got to get to it. You know?
An hour really is not enough time. Pretty soon I'm gonna get down to going 2 hours on this because we need to.
Yeah,
you know?
we gotta have to.
Because we want to get. I had to just pull back the amount of subjects that I talk about,
right.
so we can just really
focus on the
yeah. Because like some show and to each his own, But Hotep-ish, we about whatever I introduce, I like to bring closure to, and at least some kind of solution.
Right.
And some weeks I miss it. I miss the mark. You know what I mean? You may forget it or whatever. But that's always the intent. Is whatever we bring up, we have a solution for it. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna get right into it. It's been a lot going on in the news this week. Did you see? First of all, did you see the Breakfast Club? Do you watch Breakfast Club at all?
Yeah, I love Breakfast Club. Which one though? Which
one? Yeah,
the one to. I'm gonna get into Byron first. Let's. I actually want to start off talking about. What's his name calling out Angela Yee? You hear about that? Gucci, man.
Hey man,
Gucci
a real gangster, man. That's what you gotta realize about Gucci. Gucci for real gangster, bro. He a down south Georgia gangster for real.
He said he showed the text messages and everything of her trying to get at him and all that.
Angela Lee was on his schnoz, man. You know what I'm saying? And she tried to act like she wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Hey. Ladies,
I remember.
Go ahead, Larry.
I remember the episode when he brought it up. And I don't know if you all have watched that. Go back and watch it and look at her disposition. When you see that, screams that.
I saw her. She was over there repositioning herself in the chair all of a sudden.
Exactly. So you know what that means. She's probably creamy.
Yeah. Hey, ladies, don't get too. No, don't take it personal on that. Just say if he don't like you, he don't like you. Same with you fellas. Don't be stalking motherfuckers. They don't like you, leave them alone.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was some more. It was an interview today on the Breakfast Club. Byron Allen.
Yeah.
Did you see it, Larry?
No, I didn't. I haven't seen it yet.
Man, I'm telling y'all right now, go and watch that Breakfast Club interview with Byron Allen. He got to talking about some real shit. You know what I mean? And man. Salute to Byron Allen, man, because he got it was real motivational,
because he been working quiet behind the shadows for a few years, for
quiet
a few decades, man. And it's interesting because during the time that we was all popping bottles and riding on rims, man, Byron Allen was acquiring, land and acquiring
networks
and stuff, man, and didn't nobody really peep it, you know what I'm saying? And it's dope, man, because it's that time for us to really, man, start stepping our shit up, man, and start getting at this land, start getting at these properties, and start building our own communities, man, and stop waiting for the government and wait for somebody else outside of our communities to put us on. We got to put ourselves on, man, straight up.
And he was talking about how he originally got his show off. Because this is how Byron Allen built his wealth. For those who don't know, he created cheap programming, a lot of those judge shows. Remember he used to do that show Comics Unleashed?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the show before Comics Unleashed was a show where he just interviewed his comedian friends.
Right.
And what he did was he would get networks to give him free airtime like at 2 or 3 a.m. And he would sell the advertisement.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they would 14 minutes. They would keep 7 minutes local, and he sells 7 minutes of national advertisement. And that's how he made his money. And he said something very deep. He said that when he did that, he called every studio executive at least 50 times and got a no from each one of them 50 times. And then he finally got a yes from the brother man who founded King World. King World used to distribute Oprah and Wheel of Fortune and those shows.
Right.
And he finally got a yes from him. Got an invite out to his house, and that dude basically told all the other network executives, if you want to renew Oprah, you're going to have to talk to this man. That's a cold story.
Wow. Yeah, that is cold.
But the thing that made that possible was 50, calling everybody that many times. You know what I mean? And putting in that much work. And then he went ahead and he owns the Weather Channel. He owns all these different networks. And quick little story. Back when I used to do loans, I did one of his loans, but I wasn't. I never met him. I was on the back office side of it. I can't say too much about it because it was way longer than 10 years ago. But he was buying a really nice house on the beach in Malibu, and he had these. And I was like, how does Byron Allen own a house over here? A house in we didn't know. This is 2005.
Yeah, man.
I didn't know. And so it showed the persistence that he had. You know what I mean? So, what's your take about that? I know Reggie and I, we talk about economics a lot, man. You said something just interesting right now. When we were younger, instead of doing what he was doing, trying to because he was a comedian like us,
right?
Instead of looking for a job, he created something. He went for it. When we were that age, man, I was buying rims.
Right.
I bought an F-150. I was like, let me get the biggest rims I can afford.
Right.
Give me that tax return.
And Air Forces, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
But that's the thing about it, man. It's if you constructed a certain way, then that's how you gonna move. And so being that, you know what I'm saying, most of us was raised to just go to school and get jobs, you know what I'm saying? That's how we moved. But Byron was on something totally different. And that's kind of what we got to be on now. It's we can't just be out here just trying to get jobs, you know what I'm saying? Even as comedians, even as actors, you know what I'm saying? We still got to be about, you know what I'm saying, trying to create jobs for ourselves, man, first and foremost, ultimately, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and that's what Byron's on. But I think that's the last 10, 15 years, I think that's what the movement has been about. It's a lot of our people are starting to realize, man, hey, man, we cannot continue to do this shit the way we've been doing it because it's not going to get better. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to continue to get worse if we don't, you know what I'm saying, take hold of it and try to create something for ourselves.
Yeah, something that we have to go. Larry, what you think about what's going on with Byron Allen and this stuff?
Man, I'm older than both of y'all, so I remember Real People when Byron, the show he was on back in the day called Real People, and I remember it was also a time when black people used Byron Allen as okay. So Byron Allen was the first black person I remember black people making fun of for being a sellout. It was Byron Allen, it was Brian Gumble, but everybody would make fun of him and call him an Oreo and all this shit. And look at what he did.
Yeah.
He wasn't selling out. He was buying in, clearly.
No, he wasn't selling out. He was buying in, showing us what we need to be doing while we calling him a sellout.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And that was real cool.
Thing.
That was a real beautiful thing, man.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, because it's but he had said something. Byron Allen, because people always talk about, what could Obama have done? And Byron Allen is someone who educated me before. Mm-hmm. Just reading his interviews and listening to his interviews about things that could have been done, without the help of Congress.
Yeah.
And so he talked about in the interview, Reggie, he said, and Larry, in the interview, he talked about, him meeting with Obama back when he was still a state senator.
Right.
And him donating to Obama back then. And then when he donated to Obama's presidential campaign, he spoke with him. And he said, my donation comes with a contingency like anyone else's donation. And what I'd like for you to do, and this is all in the Breakfast Club interview. Mm-hmm. He said there's $1 trillion basically in the retirement pension for the government. All government employees have a pension fund, and not one black money manager manages that money. I'd like to see if we can get 150 billion of that, or a nice portion of that into the hands of black money managers, because the two things holding black people back. Two of the major things is the lack of education and the lack of access to non-predatory capital.
Good luck with that.
And
hey man, these is predators and sharks in one.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Sharknado in that mother.
Shit.
And
Good luck with that one.
I'm starting a business right now, and all of it got to be done on credit cards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you trying to do things, and we don't have that. And so he was trying to say that, and then basically Obama smiled on his face and said, "Uh-huh."
I think it's because Obama kind of knew, you know what I'm saying, like, how them back rooms be working. You know what I'm saying, like. Man, you start talking about that government money and these government institutions and who's controlling what, then you start getting into the Rothschilds and the DuPonts, and you start kind of getting into them cats, man, the people that really control the Congress, the people that really control the presidency, the people that really control all the real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Dave Chappelle called them. I was at the Improv one night. Dave Chappelle called them the real white people. He said he met with the real white people, and that's why he had quit his show. You know what I'm saying? Because he was meeting with the actual controllers. You know what I'm saying? And then he dropped a cold ass line. Chappelle said, you know who else met with the real white people? Michael Jackson, and they fucking killed him.
Hey, it's funny.
Yeah.
Dick Gregory saw say that. Dick Gregory saw say, white ain't a color, it's an attitude. And if you don't have $1 trillion in the bank that you don't need, you ain't white.
Yeah. The real
that's
white
an
people.
old Dick Gregory line, and that's some real shit.
Yeah.
Because people think when you talk about white people, you're talking about Todd down the, and that's no, Todd ain't white. He gets the protection within this caste system. He gets a few more advantages than we have, and a lot of